Y'all get ready?
Yes, you get ready.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovely Tea TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovely Tea TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Hey Tisippers, Jocelyn and Lemmy got into it over the weekend. I'm going to break it all down for you. This isn't just a celebrity meltdown. This is a business dispute, a contract fight, a pregnancy, trafficking allegations, and a class action lawsuit all colliding at the exact same time.
7 years, I worked hard to get you to be where you at.
Use my freedom of speech for the shit that he's doing to me and been doing to me.
You're gonna kill me and my baby?
First, a quick background. Jocelyn Hernandez, the Puerto Rican princess, joined Zeus Network in October 2019 after walking away from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Over the next 6 seasons, Jocelyn's Cabaret became one of the most watched shows on the platform, running through Miami, Atlanta, California, Texas, New York, and Las Vegas. She was not just a cast member, she was the foundation of Zeus's female-led content. CEO Lemmy Plummer, known as Lemmy, publicly praised her multiple times, called her family, gave her gifts, and renewed her season after season. In 2022, at her birthday celebration, he gave a speech calling her a great partner and a great friend. 6 years of checks, gifts, public loyalty, and what looks like a genuine partnership. That is the baseline. In January 2026, Jocelyn launched her own independent streaming platform called Why Are You Here TV, also known as lovelytitv. She also appeared on camera in a promotional moment with the competing platform Now That's TV, saying they had a collab coming. And right there is where the business relationship cracked open.
Shout out to Now That's TV in the motherfucking building.
Hey, are y'all gonna be collabing on something soon?
Absolutely.
Can y'all tell us what y'all doing?
We already been talking about it. You can't tell us.
It's a secret? You can't tell us?
Because Jocelyn's Zeus contract contains 2 critical clauses, a non-compete and a non-disparagement agreement. Under those terms, she is prohibited from directly competing with Zeus during the contract period, and she is prohibited from publicly disparaging the network or its leadership. When Lemmy saw that Now That's TV appearance and watched her launch a streaming platform with reality content, his legal team concluded she was in breach, and he stopped her payments. Now here is where everything escalated from a legal dispute to a social media explosion. Jocelyn did not respond with a lawyer's letter. She went live, and she went scorched earth. She wrote on social media, stopping my payments because I have my own streaming app and I wanted more for my life than just what I had. It's illegal and it's just plain evil. She said her payments were owed in perpetuity, meaning they were supposed to continue indefinitely, and that stopping them was a violation of her contract. She said Lemmy texted her husband Ballistic Beats telling him to take down the network immediately. She said she received threatening calls to her phone. She said she feared for her life. She said, and I want you to hear this clearly, that she was 39 years old, pregnant with her first child with Ballistic, and that this man had chosen this exact moment in her life to come for her. She also ended up in the hospital. She posted from a hospital bed with the caption, "That evil man sent me to the hospital the other night." But she did not stop there. Jocelyn made a series of allegations that go far beyond a payment dispute. She called Lemmy a predator. She said he pays people to physically assault cast members and then pays those cast members off to keep them quiet. She said he has done it to multiple women on the network. She brought up fellow Zeus talent Janisha and Scotty by name, alleging physical abuse.
It's gonna come to light what you've been doing to people, what you've been doing to young ladies. You harass every female on your network. Not just me, you harass Janisha, Scotty. How many times have you beat up Janisha? You're trying to kill me. And this is why I say you're trying to kill me. You did it to Scotty, the whole pregnancy. You cheated on Scotty. You beat up Scotty. You talk crazy to Scotty. You abused Scotty. You used her. You misused her. You did everything to that lady while she was with your child. Everything. And for Janisha, after all the times you beat her up, is still working up under you and having fucking contacted the FBI. to tell them what you done to her. She's a fucking lunatic. I wanted to come in here and address what he went on live to say. But you're a predator. And hopefully the feds will take you down. Because you're not bigger than the program, Lemmy Plummer. You're not bigger than the program. And you're not God. It's the God out here. And it's not Lemmy Plummer.
She also called out what she claimed was a dead body found outside Zeus Network's office and asked publicly why nobody heard anything about it.
They found a dead body in Zeus Network office. We ain't hear nothing about that. What happened to that boy that died outside of your network? What happened to that boy? What happened to that body that they found outside of your network? What happened to him? Why we don't hear about that? Defamation of character. You have no character. And the people that works for you, all your producers, they have no character. And so you're going to get people to shoot me up in Miami. I'm on my way to the police station to make a report on you. Because if I come up dead, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. But you know what? I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight for me. And I'm going to fight for everybody that you ever did wrong.
She accused him of human trafficking, comparing him to Puff Daddy. She literally said Puff Daddy Jr. on her stories. She tagged the FBI. She said she was going to the Miami police station to file a report so that if anything happened to her while she was pregnant in Miami, he would be the first person they came looking for. And she announced a class action lawsuit saying she already has 5 women ready to join her, calling on anyone else mistreated by Zeus to come forward. She also said she had trademarked both her name and Jocelyn's cabaret with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office in July 2023, and that she intends to bring the surviving Zeus documentary to her own platform. Lemmy responded. He went on Instagram stories and addressed every major allegation.
Really makes zero sense for Zeus to continue to pay someone, specifically Jocelyn, to operate and compete against us outside of the framework of the agreement. That's it. This is what this is all about.
He said, Jocelyn, bullying won't work, manipulation won't work. I'll continue to move with professionalism and respect. He said she has been paid well beyond standard fees, with additional support and residual style payments consistently honored.
To be clear, we've paid Jocelyn very well over the years. This is not about what we've paid her. This is about payments moving forward. And fulfilling agreed upon obligations, and that's, to me, equally clear. This is not about a picture with another network owner, which I've seen some people post. It's not about that. It's about pretty much the broader contractual framework she agreed to, including exclusivity, restrictions around direct or indirect competition, and performance-based obligations such as participation and promotion. More recently, it also involves honoring key provisions in her agreement, including non-disparaging, confidentiality, and refraining from making false and defamatory statements, both personally and professionally, regarding Zeus, his executives, me, the team. These are just very standard, clearly defined terms that we agreed on by both parties, and we expect them to be respected just as we uphold on our end.
He called the threats and life endangerment claims outrageous and said he has never attempted to harm anyone, and added, notably, that Jocelyn could probably beat me up anyway. He also addressed the trademark situation directly, writing, "Public narratives don't override contracts. Trademark filings do not determine ownership of a series. Agreements do." He pivoted to the Cabaret cast, posting a statement saying Zeus was committed to elevating the Cabaret girls that Jocelyn, in his view, never allowed to truly shine. He said they were now being cast on multiple Zeus shows, including baddies, to build their visibility and income. That post was clearly intentional. He is telling the Cabaret cast, she held you back and we are freeing you. Now here's the thing that nobody wants to say but needs to be said. Media personality Funky broke down the contractual side clearly. He posted, "There are no sides to take in this. Yes, she owns her show, and yes, she has the right to start her own network after her non-compete expires." He explained that in television, talent blackout periods can run up to 2 years after leaving a network, and that major contracts prohibit competing ventures during that window. If Jocelyn launched WayTV before her non-compete expired, and started collabing with a direct Zeus competitor while still receiving Zeus payments, then legally Lemmy may be fully within his rights to freeze those payments. That does not mean his hands are clean on everything else she is alleging, but it does mean the payment cut itself may not be the illegal act she says it is. The Cabaret girls did exactly what the transcript shows. The majority went online and defended Lemmy, denying the sexual allegations and saying their experience was strictly professional. That matters. When the women who would have the most to gain from speaking out are instead going on record to defend the accused, it complicates the narrative. Both things can be true. Jocelyn may be right. There is a pattern of bad behavior at Zeus Network that has gone on for years. And it is also true that she sat on every secret, took every check, smiled for every camera, and called the Mann family until the check stopped. Like I always say, you do not get to be a victim and a participant at the same time, and only bring the receipts when it starts costing you money. Do you think Jocelyn's allegations against Zeus deserve to be investigated seriously regardless of the contract dispute? Share your thoughts down below, and thanks for watching.
Want the latest news in the streets? Join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovely Tea TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovely Tea TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.